This is our first video in the series of embryology. I hope to enjoy this embryology lecture with me. I will first start with general embryology, chapter 1, male sex organs. So, male sex organs are divided into two main parts. Primary sex organ, which is the testes, and secondary sex organs. What is the difference between word primary sex organs and secondary sex organs? Primary sex organs means organs essential for pregnancy. I mean, without these organs, no pregnancy can occur. While the secondary sex organs means organs help in pregnancy, not essential. I mean, pregnancy can occur in their absence. So the primary sex organs in male are testes, while the secondary sex organs have another name, which are known as male genital ducts or male genital tracts, which composed of epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicles, ejaculatory duct, and urethra. Take care that about the accessory glands. Accessory glands, as we will explain by the end of this video, are composed of seminal vesicles, prostate, and bulbourethral gland. Some texts consider that external genital organs, penis and scrotum, are separate title, but other texts recommend that penis and scrotum are parts of secondary sex organs. So let me to start with testes first. So testes, two testes in human male, one on each side. And you should know that these testes are considered as abdominal organs that lie outside the abdominal cavity. Again, testes are abdominal organs that lie outside the abdominal cavity. This is why we are considering scrotum as part of anterior abdominal wall. Testes has two main functions: non-hormonal function, in which it produces sperms, and hormonal function, which is responsible for secretion of male sex organs. Any structure, liver, any organ, for example, composed of two main types from the histological point of view, two main parts from histological point of view, is composed of from stroma and from the parenchyma or parenchyma. Stroma, which is the outer coverings of this organ, and the stroma in testes is composed of capsule and trabeculae. The name of the capsule here in the test is known as tunica albuginea. Tunica means capsule, albuginea means white, which is a thick, fibrous layer formed of collagenous fibers, which completely the testes from all aspects. But the most posterior part of the capsule of the testes is known as mediastinum testes, and the mediastinum testes is occupied by rete testes that will be explained later on, inshallah. And from the capsule or from the tunica albuginea originate several septa. These septa are known as trabeculae. These trabeculae divide the tests into from 200 to 25 lobules, which are known as testicular lobules. Each testicular lobule is composed of from 1 to 4 seminiferous tubules. So, what about the Reti tests? Reti tests is apart from the stroma of the tests. These Reti tests are contains of small ducts. These small ducts are known as vasa efferentia. These vasa efferentia responsible for connection of the epididymis with the Reti tests. So here we have another figure. So these areas here are the Reti tests. So the Reti tests, this region here is known as Reti tests, and as we mentioned, the Reti tests occupy the mediastinum tests, and the Reti tests terminates by vasa efferentia, and the vasa efferentia responsible for connecting the tests with epididymis. Then the second part of the testis is the parenchyma or parenchyma. The parenchyma of the testis is composed of two main parts. It's composed of endocrine part and exocrine part and endocrine part. So the exocrine parenchyma, which is actually the seminiferous tubules, while the endocrine parenchyma are the interstitial cells of Leydig. So here we have, this is if we will take a section through the testis, including the epididymis, it will appear like this. So this region here is the epididymis, and this side here, this is the testis here. This is the testis, and inside the testis we have one example for one seminiferous tubule. So in between the seminiferous tubule there is interstitial cell of Leydig. These interstitial cells of Leydig are responsible for secretion of testosterone hormone, and the seminiferous tubule, so the interstitial cell of Leydig form the endocrine part of testis, and this is the exocrine part of testis, which is the seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules composed of two types of cells. The first group of cells are the germinal epithelial cells, which are formed of multiple layers of cells. This is why it is stratified. And in between these multiple layers, there is the Sertoli cell. Seminiferous tubules are highly convoluted tubules. Why it is high convoluted tubules? As the length of the single seminiferous tubules may exceed 90 centimeters. If we will collect the seminiferous tubules in the testes all together, the distance will be more than football ground. So the seminiferous tubules, this is why the seminiferous tubules are highly convoluted tubules. This is to allow these tubules to be inside the testicular lobules. And the seminiferous tubules are composed of the convoluted part and the straight part. So here this part is the convoluted part, while at the ends near the mediastinum testis the seminiferous tubules become straight to form the tubulus rectus or straight part of seminiferous tubules. This straight part of the seminiferous tubules will form this network in the mediastinum tests, which is known as Reti tests. From the Reti tests originate the vasa efferentia or efferent ductilules. These efferent ductilules to be connected with the epididymis. So here, as we mentioned, the length of the individual seminiferous tubules may exceed 90 centimeters. So the total length of all tubules would be longer than football field, as we mentioned. Now, what about the male genital ducts or male genital tracts? Male genital ducts or male genital tracts are composed of the first part is the epididymis. And take care about the length of the epididymis is from 6 to 7 meters. This is why the epididymis again is a highly convoluted tubule to be allowed in the scrotum. So epididymis is used as the landmark to identify the side of the tests. So here, this is the anterior part and this is the posterior part. So epididymis indicates the posterior aspect of the tests. And as we mentioned in the beginning of this video, the epididymis is connected to the rete testis by these ducts which are known as vasa efferentia, which connected the epididymis with the rete testis. Epididymis is composed of three main parts. It's composed of head, and then after head is the body, and after body is the tail. And what about the termination of the epididymis? Epididymis will continue superiorly with the vas deferens. What is the function of epididymis? The function of epididymis is very important as it is responsible for storage and maturation of sperms. So it is the sperms will stay a long period in the epididymis to be stored and to be mature. Take care that one of mistakes that may be in our minds is the seminal vesicle is the site of storage of the sperms, which is absolutely wrong. Seminal vesicles are not site for the storage of the sperms. Sperms are stored in the epididymis. Okay. And the second component of the duct system in male is the vas deferens. Vas deferens is a long duct and it is about 45 centimeter length, and it begins from the end of the epididymis. But it is very important for the termination of the vas deferens. Termination of the vas deferens will join the duct of the seminal vesicle to form the ejaculatory duct. So again, what is the ejaculatory duct? Ejaculatory duct is formed by the fusion of the vas deferens with the duct of the seminal vesicle. And ejaculatory duct will open in the prostatic urethra. So the ejaculatory duct will pass through the prostate. It penetrates the prostate and it opens in the part of the urethra that runs within the prostate, which is known as prostatic urethra. And the last part of the male genital duct is the accessory gland. So as we mentioned, we have these three parts that form the accessory gland: seminal vesicles, right and left, and prostate, which is one midline structure, and the bulbourethral gland, right and left. Take care that the bulbourethral gland present in the deep perineal pouch, and it opens in the spongy urethra. So the secretions of these three glands help in the formation of the seminal fluid. So take care that the seminal fluid is composed of sperms and the secretions of seminal vesicles, prostate, and bulbourethral gland. And finally, about the penis. Penis with its component, the urethra. Penis and urethra related to two systems. Related to the urinary system to conduct the urine outside the body, and related to male sex organ to conduct the seminal fluid in the posterior fornix of the vagina, as we will explain later on during the process of fertilization. Many thanks for you. See you inshallah in the next video. Thank you. Good luck. All my best wishes.